Let's build a zoo on the PlayStation 4. This is a research stream of a game that I obtained from the Maryland Library System. And we're going to start a brand new... How do I switch? Okay, so they're the only options I have for my avatar. Okay, I can change this later, so whatever. This is just... It's a resource management game. I guess it's like Zoo Tycoon, which I believe... Yeah, I believe this was a launch title for the Xbox One. We were in the Wakanda Zoo. What was the name of our zoo? Yeah, Zoobuilders Zoo, of course. We were Wakanda last time, but that was basically just an ashtray. That was an ash can version of what we were doing. That was a research stream for the research stream. How do you spell Zoobuilders Zoo? Where's a deep cut from the 90s? I think it might have been the 80s, I forget. Just see cockatoo here at Zoobuilders Zoo. New task, who's in the management office? Yeah, let me get it closer to this stupid screen. This is what I get for playing on a smaller screen. It's only 24 inches. What are you gonna do? It's basically a screen for your Switch if you want to play a Switch. But I have a lot of small TVs around here. So navigate and select the management office menu with the L2 button. So build an enclosure. Well, I made the mistake last time of making an enclosure that was too small. Every zoo needs animals. So let's make a big one. Apparently we're going to get rabbits, so we're going to want grass. I had no idea this was going to happen, so I'm going to do it right this time. Cancel. We'll just make this big enough to matter. Seems big enough to me. It's probably too big. Alright, so we got our grass enclosure. We'll just send them in here this way. Okay, we start the real business of finding animals to make our zoo. G'day. Here's a meme zoo I can tell you about. It's on the Australian Zoo on the world map. World map? We're immediately going to a world map. It's truth. I have no idea what he's talking about. Let's see. Yeah, I guess the rabbits have been breeding like rabbits, so I guess they'll give me a couple. Yoink. And it says they like grass. That's what the habitat function says. That's what the habitat icon says here. So we'll do that. So what enclosure? So what's the only enclosure? It can hold 2 animals. What do they mean space use 6 after? Well, maybe the rabbits use up 3 bits of space. So if I complete 4 trades with the Cuba Zoo, I can continue. Or he'll have another task for me. Let's open up the zoo. Magic and wonder are waiting for you. What are we... Oh yeah, I forgot to turn off. The R2 button at the top, if you go to the top of the screen, you'll see the day of the week, which is Monday. To the right of that, you see the time. And to the right of that, you see an icon that's in pink with 2 that shows the pause icon. You can press the R2 button to change the speed of the game. Unfortunately, the text is really small, so I'm going to have to sit pretty close to this TV, unfortunately. I guess I need to treat it like a PC game. No requests. So we already opened the zoo, so the kids will start coming in a second. So where do I... We're not going to edit the enclosure yet. View. Press the triangle button to see this enclosure at the top of on the right-hand side of the screen here. So animals need water. Water and enclosure, okay. So we need to add water. So we'll add a water basin Whoops, looks like I screwed this up already. Wow, we're nowhere near the water basin. Amazing. What pump? No shelters. I guess I might need to fix this enclosure already. Well, let's make it bigger. Well, I already screwed this up. I guess we can just put it right next to this. Did I screw that up? I probably screwed this up. Can I just move it? Let's just move it. Sounds like a better idea. Yes, just move it. Yeah, that's a better idea. Stupid. Okay, so I'm already off to a roaring start. I didn't do any of this the first time I played, when I was recording commentary. Okay, so edit, move the gate. Music slaps a little bit. Was not expecting that. Resource management game. I guess it's kind of like Tropico 3 in that sense. Okay, we got water. Add water in the third basin over there. We're actually in the water area now. Done. We have water. We already did that. Enrichment. We have a small ball. Go. Play. Done. Yes, so now their water needs are met, but now they need feeding. So we need a storeroom. We'll get to that later. That's going to be explained in a few moments. Check out the right side, left side of the screen where you see the house right there. Let me see whether I can get to that. Those are alerts. L2, go to the alert section over here on the left. Right down there. Shop. Build a shop to start earning revenue from your visitors. Okay. So I can track that. We'll get to that later. Squeak and squeak. Alright, so here come the kids. Here comes that cash. So I guess this is a place where kids can visit on field trips. That seems to be the whole idea. So I guess this is the expansion area that we'll worry about later. So I'm actually making more... I mean, I kind of wish the game had established a task that said, yeah, your animals need water, but whatever. Do I have enough money to build a shop, really? Let's see. Yeah, use L1 and R1 to switch between the... Whoops! Hold on, I forgot to stop the game. I'll fund you for the next 14 days. If you build a research hub, okay, fine. Critical choice. Well, I guess I'm making this. I mean, the game threw it in front of me. I might as well do it. Just a second. Pause the game. Alright, so build a research building. L2. Build. L1 and R1 to switch between the tabs right there at the bottom of the screen. We want a research hub. It's $100. Top of the screen, the center, it says we have $1,485. We can afford this. Tell the kid to get out the way. We're going to drop our research hub on their head. Actually, we can put it over here. It doesn't need water, does it? I don't think a research hub needs water. You don't drop it on the kid's head. Let's see. Oh, what are we going to pay this dude? Experience. He has no experience. But we're hiring him anyway. He's polite. He's gentle when he speaks. His work ethic's pretty low, but if we increase his pay... his job satisfaction goes up a tiny bit, but not much. We can also cut him short and he's less polite. If you pay him less money, he's less polite. Yeah. So he's not going to be more satisfied or more polite. He's also a worker. He's a research. He works at a research hut. How polite does he need to be? I guess we'll pay him a little bit more than the market rate. I don't know. Alright, so we got that. Research an item in the item hub. Research an item in the research hub, excuse me. So what do we want to research? They work tirelessly, huh? Except when they are not polite, I suppose. So we can get an enrichment pack to improve your animals' lifestyles. A desert enclosure. I think I want a desert enclosure so I can get more animals. You can also give your visitors a place to sit. If they're tired, they'll walk slowly or leave the park. We'll do that later. My logic is let's build a desert enclosure so we can get a wider variety of animals in here more quickly. That's my logic. Previews for important buildings allow you to work towards unlocking the items you want, but I don't know what I want because I don't know what any of these buildings do. That's the problem. Remember to try and come back regularly to spend your research points. The game will keep bugging us eventually. So what do we want, for instance? A furnace. Unlock something next to this to learn more. Morality requirement. I don't have enough morality to build or use this furnace. Why is... Doesn't a skull imply that I'm evil? Let me check on that. I can't see any of these other images. Yeah, I can't see any of these other images. Morality points. So I need a 5 morality. A 5 kindness morality, I guess. A 5 evil morality. Unlock something next to this to learn more. Electricity siphon. So is this like true crime? Where you have like, yeah, I guess it's like, yeah, it's like these RPGs where you have a morality meter based on the dialogue options you make. It's like a BioWare game. Like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, I think. Do I still own that game? I can't remember. I don't think I have it on my Xbox anymore. Although I think I might have purchased it on Steam a while ago. I don't remember. I have Mass Effect. It's basically the same thing, right? Right? Of course, it doesn't have the amoral snark. It doesn't have the snarky amoral robot, though. Although there might be another character who basically serves the same function. So we researched an item. So we completed this task. We get $100. So I guess the research hub paid for itself. No more requests, so we're good. Alright, so we're playing somewhat optimally now. Pause the game, I want to build a shop. This is a city builder in a way. We're building a city for tending to animals. So let's create a gift shop so I can exit through it and make us money. L1 and R1. So where are the shops specifically? That's a map. Yeah, map would be nice, but we don't exactly have a lot of animals. You can't get lost around here. Ooh, a bench. So I guess we can give him a chair. A chair would be nice. Does it matter what kind of shop? A cola vendor. Hydration, 0, restroom. We don't have a restroom. Guess we should buy a snack vendor. Hydration. We have a water fountain. What else do you need? What else could you possibly need? Yeah, we don't need an employee if we have a snack vendor, apparently. Yeah, we might need a restroom at some point. The game isn't telling us to build a restroom, so I guess they'll just go on the ground. Oh well, video games. You put that right next to the gate, so they can't miss it. Facilities up by 25, whatever that means. There's a park rating at the top of the screen, to the right of the balance sheet, to the right of the balance that I have. Shop built. I could rotate this, but you know, whatever. I can move it, manage the shop. And I can sell crisps. I can sell crispers. We'll do 80. We'll be cheap. Less profit. What are you gonna do? Adjust recipe. Carbs or starch. What? Gotta press L1 and R1. I don't see the... So you can add more starch or more potatoes. You could also adjust the seasoning. Which will do what exactly? It'll just make people thirstier, I guess. Not very popular, so we can add a few more salts, I guess. I don't know. You can maximize profits by farming your own ingredients? What? Maybe later. Of all the things you could... Of all the things... I swear, dog. Of all the things... You know what? So many sliders in a zoo game. Oh well. And can I rotate this? No. They want a drink shop and a gift shop. Check out the alerts over here. Yeah, they want a drink shop and a... So, I guess I should have been more specific. Oh, a drink shop. Fine. Build a gift shop to earn more revenue. So when do I get the pandas? I guess that's the real question here. Alright, we haven't made that much progress yet, have we? My morality is high, look at that. I got a 0.03 in my morality meter. I guess because I increased the payment slider slightly higher than the market average. I guess that's what that's about. Could not tell you. Okay, so you want me to build a drink shop. We'll get around to that, I suppose. So eventually the game will spit out another task for us to complete. Yeah, it's a rabbit zoo. Watch them breed. Insert your fan fiction here. So what do we got going? Yeah, I guess they love the rabbits. I don't know. The rabbits seem happy. I don't know. So the school buses just keep coming. So I don't know what the research hub lady is doing. I can click on her. I'm not going to fire the employee. And the game saves at the end of every calendar day. My park rating of 38 attracted 24 people. 4 people cannot fit on your buses. I don't have any control over that yet. I'm sure I will eventually. 1 felt the ticket was too expensive, and 19 people entered the zoo. If you reach 25 total customers, I'll be able to give you a small... Okay, fine. We have a complainer. Of course she has a gray afro. Yeah, you might want to feed your animals. I don't want dead animals stinking up the neighborhood. So now we can finally build a storeroom. Alright. L2. Build. R1. So there are red dots on each tab so I can see what needs to be built for my task. Okay, so that's cool. I do want a storeroom. So we'll put it right here next to the hub. Let's see. We can pay the employee more, which I guess increases my morality. So we want the storeroom employee to be more polite and more satisfied with their job. So So we'll pay them slightly more in the market rate. I don't know what the default is. I think it's 100. So we'll pay them slightly more in the default rate. Just see what happens, I guess. Let's see. Build a drink shop. Storeroom is built. Go a little bit faster. Actually, there should be a task I can see, right? Alert. Nope. Visitors get thirsty. But I don't have a bathroom. I'll track that instead. So build a gift shop doesn't require... I mean, maybe there's a bathroom in the gift shop. I can use my imagination. Gift stand. And we need an employee. So how much money will we actually make off these kids? So I guess the gift stand should be right next to the... Yeah, so we can put it right next to the rabbits, I suppose. And give them slightly more in the market rate, I guess. You can pay them 80, 80, 81. So I guess we're paying them 80 and a half. So they'll be slightly happier at their job, I guess. Right. Produce value, employee. I demand it. I'm working at my job. Okay, so we have a new task. Hire a janitor. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. I don't know. The complainer seems to have a point. I mean, yeah, I guess we should have a janitor. Hire a janitor from the ticket office, which is down here. Park staff. So just remember, there's a red dot right next to that icon. That's how we know we need to do something here. So we're going to search for an employee. Press X. We can recruit. It'll take several days, I think, for a job for someone to actually apply. You can't apply any changes. There we go. Admin costs, social media. Yeah, costs money. Post your job on social media. Why do I have to pay for that? Can't I just like get a Facebook page and say we're hiring? Estimated waiting time 12 hours, okay. Advertise your job openings. Yeah, so we can go to Indeed or whatever. We can go to monster.com, work at a zoo. Yeah, it just costs money. So we'll just see who walks up. We'll hire whoever walks up. Fanny the complainer wasn't exactly picky about the kind of people who actually got hired, was she? So again, give it at least a day. We'll be able to choose between 2 employees, maybe 3, who knows. I just hired the first person who walked up the last time I played this game. That's how good an employer I am. So we won't be able to hire a janitor just yet. I got a new applicant for the janitor position. L2, let me check out the alerts first. Yeah, go to the applicants. We've got a new application. Review the applicants. We have 1, you're hired. There you go. Easiest job hiring process ever. Job applicants. His rating is low. Who rated him? It doesn't matter. We're hiring them. Yeah, he wants 50 to 70. So we'll give Carly 60 some, I guess. Not very polite, so let's fix that by throwing more money at them. Right. The applicants will no longer be available. You'll manually close the position at any time. Yeah, we'll close it now. Okay, problem solved. Bye. That last value on the menu was not available. We have to unlock it for some reason. Ooh, we can buy a recycling employee. We can recycle the dung, turn it into compost. So we need 2 more visitors to get that bonus. Make that money, ching ching. That's more cash. No more requests from Franny the Complainer. I don't know, she was spitting a little bit. Hire a janitor. I agree, Granny. Granny the Complainer. We built a gift shop. Like I said, we don't have a restroom, so I think at some point buying the drink shops is like a bad idea. Yeah, I assume the drink shop is just sodas, if I'm being honest. Let's not complicate things. The drink shop is already just sodas. We got 25 visitors. So I'll take that performance bonus. Completed 3 of the 12 tasks that were assigned by her. Completing all the tasks that are assigned by my boss. What do we need to? We're fine. Okay, the clock stopped. We're good. Rating of C, of course, from the Animal Welfare Enforcers. Okay, why is there a welfare report 2 days after we opened? Yeah, well, no bonus awarded. Your animals are not being treated very well. Animals need time to be fed. I don't know. No one explained what the... Yeah, I know this sounds dumb. No one told me how to run a zoo before I started this video. So now you're complaining that I'm not doing my job right. Maybe I shouldn't have opened a zoo before learning what's required, but hey, whatever. I can use the right stick to zoom in, by the way. We're going to zoom out, though, at some point. Yeah, what do my rabbits want, other than carrots? Oh, I forgot we have food here. Nutrition. Yeah, I should probably feed my animals. I use the D-pad to go down here. We don't actually have much of a diet, I'm afraid. You can change your animal's diet by going to the storeroom. You can also tell them to mate. No, that is their mate. Yeah, that is their mate. Okay, fine. Whatever. We're not going to imply contraception to the rabbits. I know this sounds weird. We're going to let the rabbits breed. Like I said, I know it's weird. It's a zoo. We're going to let the rabbits breed. I don't know what to tell you. Animal diet. Probably should have explained that earlier. I don't know. Maybe make it a task. You know, feed your animals. I don't know. That sounds like a good idea for a tutorial task. So we'll go down here and press X. Not a lot of options here. We have 7 days worth of greens. We'll give them some greens. We only have 7. Yeah, very overfed. Well, we're not going to stop until we're satisfied. We have no carrots, which is a problem. Okay, you're going to suck on this straw and like it. Not many supplies left. Oh, well. So how do I order with the triangle button? Order enough food based on the current dietary settings. I can't change that. I can make it lower. You already have everything you need in your storeroom. So we'll buy 6 days worth instead of 7. I can't adjust that value, so never mind. Complete and utter waste of time. Oh well. Yeah, suck on the straw and like it. Okay, so how we doing? Seems fine to me. I don't know what that icon is at the top of the screen. On the right side, I think 10 shows the number of visitors we have right now. And I don't know what the 3... I think that 3 is like my experience level or something. I have no idea. Let's see what's in the journal. Hints and tips. Oh, this would have been nice to know earlier. Select an enclosure and select an... Yeah, kind of wish they had told me that earlier. Water supply by pumps. Try to place the water basin into a blue area to ensure it's linked to a water supply. Unlinked water are easy to spot as they contain no water. Okay. Again, thanks for explaining this in a menu instead of in the task. Instead of in the tutorial we're supposed to be in. This is a tutorial video, isn't it? Water pumps. You can select and move existing water pumps or build new ones. Right, okay. They're fine. Okay, let's probably move the water pump. Again, stuff I wish I had known before I started this video. Move. Yeah, like, do they need a water pump in here? You'll stick this right in the middle of the zoo. What could possibly go wrong? It's like, sure, just stick it in the middle. Stick it right there in the middle of the zoo. What could possibly go wrong? We can move it later, can't we? Yeah, guys, walk around the water pump to get to the rabbits. It didn't cost any money, I hope. Let's see. Journal. First of all, I did think it was kind of weird that there was a heat map. Like, why would there be a heat? What, were we doing some CIA level stuff here? Why is there a heat map at a zoo? Yeah, maybe the rabbits are in heat. We need a heat map. Your visitors will be able to get around a lot quicker on smooth concrete. Okay. Yeah, build paths help to get more things done. Okay, like, make the pathway to the gift shop faster, I guess. Wait, you don't want to walk on dirt? Visitors will usually take the most direct route ignoring what you've built. You might just wander off and try to keep them fenced in. keep the yeah. We gotta fence in the animals and the visitors. Hilarious. What difference does it make if they wander off, though? The more lights you research, the longer your zoo can stay open. And for longer gives your business more time to deliver visitors, and more time to spend money. Yeah. Intriguing. Trading, we've already established that you can trade your animals with it. That'll happen in a couple of days. Within the game. A couple of game days. A couple of virtual days that will happen. Breeding variants. Animal shelter refreshes every day. Getting new animals. Breeding! Fertile animals in your pens will breed from time to time. However, this is not the most efficient way to get the animals you need for trades and genome mapping. Yeah, you can literally just sell the kids. The rabbit's going to have a kid and we'll just sell the kid. That's pretty much how it works in this game. Right, sure. The nursery building allows you to select specific animals you want to breed. The control environment is actually far more efficient than letting nature run its course. Efficiency, because that's really what it's about, right? It's about efficiency and breeding. Every time you breed a specific pair of animals, the probability of creating their unique offspring increases. You decide to abort a baby animal before it comes to term. Wow, harsh. Let's see, the longer you nurse an animal inside a nursery, the more healthy it will be when released to an enclosure. The more you care for an animal, the longer it will live. Nurse. Okay. Thanks for explaining. L1 and R1. Yeah, the news reports. Whatever. Okay, let's keep going. This is way more than I knew the first time I played. Guess I actually have to dig through the menus to learn stuff. Okay, what's that? Animal welfare officer. Well, at least they left the zoo. Can we lock them out? Animal welfare. Boo. Boo, animal welfare. So I guess they wanted me to build an enclosure so these people can't wander off. I wish there was more to do. You can wander around. Visit the snack shop. Give us that cash. That's what you should be doing. What do they want us to do? They want us to build a drink shop. And again, there's no restroom. I built a snack shop, but not a drink shop. I think I need to keep them penned in so that they can wander here next to the drink shop. That sounds like a good idea. So I need to pen them in so that they are sent over here next to the shop. Yeah, I wish you would go to the drink shop. This is like a good idea. No more tasks, right? No more tasks. Okay, fine. Truth. Is truth like a strong truth? I have unspent research points. You know what that means. Alright, so let's get paid. Not there. Here. Research sounds like a good idea. So I have... Oh, I guess that's what that meter was at the top of the screen. The yellow meter. So I have 4 research level experience points, I guess. My morality requirements is not high enough for me to build a wind turbine. I need to unlock something here. They want me to unlock an animal enrichment pack, I guess. Unlock 3 more tree packs to increase decoration score of trees by 5. Amazing. Increase a bench pack. You select to bring the discovery to me. I guess we'll build a nursery. Cotton candy. Increase the higher. Well, whatever. Not gonna worry about that. I need more research points, so I can't buy it yet. I guess I can buy another bench. Increase speed of regen for bench by 40%. So many knobs and switches and so much math. So much weird math. Green pathways just to walk faster, yeah, sure. Oh, so I have too many research points at the top of the screen on the left-hand side. Those are all my research points. Oh, so you can see what you want to build towards. Yeah, what's the restroom build? I guess we haven't unlocked restrooms yet. Again, what could possibly go wrong there? Alright. That would be nice to know, but whatever. Shelter pack. Increases decoration points. Okay. I guess I should unlock the floor pack. And that used up all my research points. Savannah enclosure. Yeah, instead of a desert enclosure, so I'll probably end up buying that later. A sign pack. Add signs to reduce bad behavior and stop customers getting lost. I guess I'm going to have to build a fence. Alright, kid, get over here. We need to kind of funnel you towards the snack shop. Maybe I should move the snack shop to the back so they don't wander off. Move. Alright, kid, stay put. Yeah, put it right on top of the kid. What could possibly go wrong? So we'll turn the shops into a fence. Just like a real zoo. We'll use the shops to keep the humans from wandering off. Can I move that? Yeah, move it. This is kind of brilliant. I should have thought of this earlier. I can just move it later, right? It's totally free. It won't increase my decoration score, but what are you going to do? I don't think I can move the management office, can I? Yeah, I can. Yeah, stay put, children. It's hilarious. I should have done this earlier. Now I know. That'll keep the kids from wandering off. Amazing. Hey, as long as it's free. I mean, I hope it's free. Yeah, that's my employee. Okay, so this might help. I guess we can put it. Can we move this? No, we can't. Not gonna choose the new appearance yet, so I can't move those trees. Okay, so we'll funnel them towards the gift shop. That sounds like a very good idea. What could possibly go wrong? What is this? Dung? You dropping chips on the floor? Kids might want to clean that up. Don't make our janitor do all the work, even though we pay them. They're kids. What are you going to do? So on the top of the screen on the right-hand side, you see the 13 visitors. To the left of that, I believe, are the number of research points I have to spend. So that's probably how that works. Yeah, just take the long way around, dog. Guess he was almost late for the bus. Yeah, that's the janitor. I gotta pick up those ships. Yeah, we'll give them a bonus later, whatever. We'll think about giving them a bonus later. Hold on. Someone seems to be lost. Who is that? Shopkeeper. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Ariel. We got Black Ariel at the shopkeeper. So, yeah, once it's dark and there's no light, it just advances time way more quickly. Made a lot of money today. 5 people cannot fit on my buses. 1 felt the ticket price was too expensive. We got a new task. Get us 100 customers. We'll give you more cash. Let's see. Get 5 animals. Well, we'll work on that. Alright. So we'll work on that. I saw something pop up on the screen. Wasn't sure what they were talking about. So we need a bin. Build bins so prisoners have a place to put their garbage. Yeah. Maybe I should have bought a bin when I hired the janitor, huh? Who needs a bin when you have a human? Yeah, we hired a human bin. There's a bus over there. First of all, what are these? These are bins. Use trash collection bins filled at midnight from bins in your zoo they're half full. Okay. Garbage trucks generate CO2 and cause traffic, so you can reduce your amount of garbage from building a recycling center or a furnace. Oh, that's why the furnace has such a low morality rating. Because you're burning trash. You're not burning it for fuel or heat. You're burning it. You're burning dung for stank. That's one way to generate stank and funks, to burn your animal waste. So we need a bin. Okay, so L2 to build it, and we'll use it as to corral the humans, as we were wont to do. Over here. There it is. Remember, follow the red dot. So there is a restroom we can build. People need to stop looking at nature and powder their noses. If there isn't a bin nearby when people are holding garbage, the floor will have to do. Okay. Increases decoration points, so it's completely cosmetic. So I will need a restroom at some point. Wait, how do I rotate this? There we go. So again, we'll keep the humans from wandering off. And a bin. Yeah. So that's where they threw the stuff. So I can't put it here. No, so I guess we can put it over here. Like, we can also use this to, like, keep the humans from wandering into these little crevices, but whatever. So who needs a fence? You can just use a bin. Yeah, we might put another one there later. We'll figure it out. We can always move bins around as needed. Like I said, if it's free to move buildings around, I'm not gonna complain. All right, send in the kids. Critical choice. He lost his puppy. Let's see. We can call the number on its collar and tell its owner, or we can use this as an opportunity to earn more money and expand the zoo. Why don't we dress the dog up as a lion and use it to amaze your visitors? Yeah, let's not be that kind of... Okay, this is where the game gives you a Mass Effect-like choice. Dress it like a lion and put it on display for 5 devil points. Or spend $50 to hold an advertising campaign to find its owner, which is the moral choice, which is worth 5 angel points. I mean, that is kind of cute. You're gonna make the dog into a lion. Wasn't there a Chinese? Yeah, I think there's like a Chinese gorilla. I think and they said, "Oh, that's a dude in a costume." And I think National Geographic was like, "Actually, this animal is actually pretty smart." Some of its mannerisms were very human-like, so people thought it was cute. My choices matter. Maybe reflecting on certain people's behavior, so choose wisely. Yeah, so you can do the angel path or the baby eating path. Apparently, it seems to be the usual BioWare choice. I forgot who made that observation. It might have been on some discussion forum. They were like, BioWare's good and evil system always seemed to be like angel, neutral, or baby eating. That seemed to be the logic. That seemed to be it was like the choices were just too obvious, like completely freaking like sociopathic versus like neutral. I guess there are usually like what, 2 neutral options, a good option, and the most terrible, awful option. First of all, how do they wander off? Oh, she's an investor. I'll say our investor wandered off. This could go poorly. First of all, the janitor should be over by the food. Just saying. Zone. Select the area you'd like this employee to work within, yeah. Yeah, work over here, employee. Wait. Clear current. I have to hold the button down, okay. Clear current, okay. So work here. Clear current. Okay, we'll figure it out. So work here. There you go. That's your zone. Stay in your lane. Don't let me in my zone, I guess. Aren't you supposed to be in your zone, girlfriend? Pick that up. Our park rating is not bad. I have unspent research points. So again, at the top of the screen, on the right-hand side, next to the 11 visitors, you see the 3 research points I can spend. So we'll go to the research hub right here, which is the glass enclosure. Shelter pack, navigational. They reduce bad behavior. I'm like, okay. I can't buy the enclosure yet. Processor. But it's evil. Why do I want an evil processor? Cyrix, am I right? Recycling center sounds not enough morality points. Requires a recycling bin. I have to unlock something next to this. Why do I want a shelter pack? Oh well, we'll just unlock the signboard. Fine. Whatever. What else do we need? We have a restroom, don't we? We do. We can move it if needed. I was going to say, the visitor wandered off. Glenn wandered off. So I might need another bin over here. Give me a second. Pause. Yeah, I might need another bin over here. The idea was to reduce the risk of wandering off. But if no one's throwing anything away over here, do I need to put a bin over here? Yeah, the kid just wandered off. That was pretty creative. That's Angelica. Angelica's wandering off too. I've been to better zoos, but this one's okay. Yeah, it has 2 animals. Cash held, cash spent. Why does this kid have $80? Who gave this kid $80? What the heck? Is he from Beverly Hills? All this walking is tiring me out. You know what that means. That means you want a handy dandy bench. I mean, the bench can go anywhere, if I'm being honest. Just a second. I just really want a bench. Build. By the way, we actually have the... What was the... we need a drink shop. Okay, so we can do that. Okay, drink shop then. Build. Cola vendor. Good enough. They'll need a restroom, which we do have. Wait. Move that. Move that. Because I pressed the button I wasn't supposed to. Just a second. Wait, what? Give me that. Some kids wandering off. I mean, I guess we have to find a way to let them back in, right? We do have to find a way to let them back in. So maybe that's the kicker. So we can move stuff around if needed. It's right next to the bin. As it should be. Let's see. Alert. There's an alert over here for an animal. Birth. Birth. Nico was born. New births. So they need to be nursed though, right? Offspring chance. Yeah, I guess I can make a brown rabbit at some point. No complaints. That's right, kids. 2 white bunnies will give you 1 brown rabbit as an offspring. Genetic variation be like that sometimes, I guess. So where's the rabbit? Oh, there it is. So how do we nurse it? Too young to conceive. Yeah, it was just born. Then again. Life expectancy. Expected to live for a month. And it would have lived for a month in the wild. Amazing. So who's nursing Nico? Not him. He's not a penguin. Not well fed apparently. Yeah, these animals aren't well fed, so I haven't been able to give them any more food. So what's the nursing system like? I don't remember how the nursing system works. Okay. I don't see anything else I can really do. I thought there was a nursing system, but whatever. I mean, there is a nursing system. It's going to be less nutritious as it goes along, apparently. Again, I don't have much of a diet here, so I can't really help them. At least not in any way I know of. So we're making that cash. Well, you better leave. We're about to close. So, enclosure 1, animals. Nico. Again, I don't know how the nursing system works. I'm pretty sure that was explained in the journal. Breeding. This pen, all pens, viable parents, yeah. So we'll worry about that later. Alright, keep it going. Let's keep the show moving. Looks like all the trash got picked up, so that's good too. Alright, so we need a way to keep these people in place. Made more money, of course. 4 people can have on your buses. Again, I don't know what the whole bus system is. Is there an animal for trade? I also have unspent research points, so give me a second. Didn't mean to turn down the music. Music kind of slaps. They got some John Donne synth music. They got some John Donne chiptune music going on for some of these. For some of the music suite. Research. Animal enrichment. Unlock something next to this, yeah. Again, I don't know what the processor is. Ice cream van. Yeah, we need more research points for the Savannah. I unlocked that floor. Reducing the amount of energy they use per step by 10%. Whatever. I guess we'll do the nursery later. We don't have enough research points for that. So I guess we'll... we're not going to spend these research points yet. Top of the screen on the right-hand side, we have 3 of them. We're not going to spend them yet. Eventually, we'll be able to buy some new stuff. We do need more animals. We have 3 through breeding, of course. Hold on. Someone needs food? Are we running out of food? Just a second. Animal diet. 7 days of food remaining. That's not the problem. We're giving them... So if we give them less straw, we can give them more greens. We don't have enough food. That seems to be the problem here. Total adults. 3 adults. Wow. Kid grew up in a hurry. Yeah, our stock seems fine. I don't know what's going on with that. Well, they're not overfed. That ain't the problem. And again, we have no carrots. I don't know how to get carrots. Yeah, it doesn't let me buy any of it. So I guess maybe that'll be unlocked later. I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. Stock records. Greens. Plastic. How do we buy this stuff? Who's eating plastic? I guess that's a morality thing. You can feed them plastic. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, kids are easily amused. They can jump so high, he says. Do we really need anything else? Whoa, hold on. We got a trash problem. L1, alerts. There's some litter on the floor of your zoo. So build another bin. I know exactly where to put it. Where's the trash, though? L2, build, bin. Yeah, make a giraffe. We already have a giraffe bin. Oh, that trash. Darn kids. I guess it makes sense to put it right next to the snack shop. Okay, good enough. We can build another bin to keep them from wandering around, of course. We can move it around later if we need to. Wrong place. Just a second. Move that. Utilities. Yeah, I'll keep them from wandering off, I guess. Okay, so let's see what that says. Is it also full? Trash info. Trash in this bin. Utilities. Collected, recycled, we're good. No carbon, no methane. Well, there is methane being released by animal waste, I suppose. Maybe from the bathroom. We run Bartertown. Took waste and made civilization. Yeah, there's a check mark on there for some reason. Don't know why. I guess that means the toilet's not clogged. Hygiene, enrichment, feeding. Just a second. View. How much your animal's food needs are met. I guess they're fine. And we can't order anything. Oh well. All's right with the animal welfare office, I suppose. There are more bins here than I expected. Maybe I accidentally put one there. The kids are wandering off. No, those aren't kids. They're workers. I think the janitor should pick up this stuff. Oh, just a second. Just a second. New shelter variant. Just a second. I couldn't pause the game during that pop-up window, by the way. Where's the janitor? That's my avatar. Ikea the River Tribe, of course. Janitor. Yeah, it's fixed the zone. That's the problem. Yeah, well, there's your problem. Alright, so if no one's going to eat over there on the left side, we're fine. Move that so the kids don't wander off. Or make it less likely that they'll wander off, I suppose. So the bins are basically fences. As it should be. There's a VIP in your zoo. Like a social media influencer? What are we talking? Oh, that guy, probably. A black market dealer? What? Sounds like I should report them to the police. Just don't ask me where I got it. Who needs the ethics where there's money involved? And I guess we'll snitch on them. Doing so may damage representation with the trailer and result in them going to prison. We mean or. We'll report them and get our angel points. Snitch. Snitches get stitches. Let's see. There's an actual achievement for being a snitch. So I got my angel points, suck on it. Research. Down here. So I'll reward myself with some research points, I guess. Nursery sounds like a good idea. Okay, what else we got? Deco pack, make your park more beautiful, don't care. Pretty zoo makes customers happier. A good variety of items to keep your park looking good and heighten your zoo's decoration score. Amazing. Plant pack. Which can also serve as a fence. Adorable. Okay, so we need more visitors and we need more animals. World map, right? London Zoo. There's the animal shelter, okay. So you can rescue rabbits. Okay. View trade. Hyenas aren't as popular here as we'd hoped if we're trying to find a new home. They need a desert. Well, we got grass. You may have heard that a goose can be quite difficult. We're not trying to trade a pair of them for just one rabbit. But we do have a rabbit we can trade. Do we need a new enclosure? Probably. So we're going to trade the kid. Like I said, we're going to sell the kid. And we got a couple of mating geese. So that's an enclosure, so we can't just put them in this one, can we? Yeah, put the geese with the rabbits. What could possibly go wrong? We'll probably create a new enclosure at some point. And they'll arrive in one day. Okay, anything else we can do here? Well, let's just see how they act around the rabbits, which probably won't go well, but won't decrease my morality score, I don't think. Where's the janitor? The janitor should be picking up that crap. I still haven't been able to get any carrots at the store. Hold on, we have more trash. Build more bins. I built a bin already. Want me to have another bin? I already have a bin literally right here. Where's the janitor? That's a visitor. Well, I told the janitor to stay in this area. Hold on. Here we go. Animal keeper. I know this sounds dumb. I don't remember where my janitor is. There he is. I'm not trying to fire him. I'm just trying to make sure he does his job. I'm going to build another bin. Yet another bin. So if I delete this one and create another one, well, it's going to cost more money. That's the problem. I literally have a bin right here, and the darn kids won't fill it. Kind of embarrassing, really. Yeah, the bin's not full. If the bin is more than half full, trash will be transferred to large green bins outside the zoo. Okay. That's good, I guess. Sounds reasonable. Kid seems dissatisfied. Current action finding food. That's what's up. Maybe he's just sick and he vomited all over the rabbits. He picked up the trash, right? Yep, picking up the trash. We're doing all right. See? It's pretty good when the janitor actually does its job. Is that one of mine? Yes, shopkeeper. Shouldn't you actually be in the shop? Just saying. Are you lost? Like her? Like Nilsa? There's nothing for you to do. You're here to get lost, apparently. This is the rabbit enclosure. 0.2 appeal. Everything's a number. But these people really love wandering off. Oh well. We're probably going to end this video in about 5 minutes. We'll make it work. Let's see what happens at the end of the day. We'll end the video pretty soon. Guess we're going to have to dump another 5 hours into this thing. Alright. 4 people felt the ticket price was too expensive. I haven't adjusted anything in terms of that. Create work zones. Create work zones for better efficiency by selecting each keeper and assign them places to work. Maximize efficiency by sending more experienced keepers to enclosures that are larger. Oh, use the heat map to view your zoning. That's what the heat map's for. So it's not about mating. I figured it wasn't about mating, but whatever. Does it really matter? Wait. He says, my avatar says something about a black market, but whatever. Yeah, whatever about the black market. Yeah, is the researcher supposed to be doing anything and teleport this person to the park? Yeah, I have no idea what this researcher is supposed to be doing, wandering around. Shopkeeper. Customer served 0. Shouldn't you be at the shop? Isn't that why that's why I hired you, isn't it? Management office. There's the ammo keeper. Zone. No assigned zone. There we are. Easy. Alright, so I should probably save our game. So we'll be fine. No, I turned off the flashing. Block character modes. Well, that might actually help explain certain things, but whatever. Why would you block? I guess to make it, yeah. I guess to make the screen be less cluttered, I suppose. So the game already saved. So we'll play more of this later, I think. This game actually seems fine. Gotta put a few more hours into it, of course. Recorded this with my $5 Five Below earphones plugged directly into the gamepad. I guess we'll let the music play us out.